Hey guys, it's Erika from Book Babes, and I'm here to do a book review on Divergent by Veronica Roth. And I know that I said that I would do a book review on Hold Me Closer Necromancer by Lish McBride, but I finished this book and I had to do a book review because it was just amazing and I was bawling at the end. So what this book is about, if you don't know, is a girl named Beatrice and her brother Caleb, and they're turning 16. And when you turn 16 in this it's more futuristic, and you have to choose between five factions. And the factions are Abnegation, which is where Beatrice and Caleb are from, and that's the Selfless come from. And they have a nickname, the Stiffs, that's what people call them. And then there's Amenity, and they're full of peace, they're very happy in life and all that stuff. Then there's Candor, the Honest, Dauntless, the Brave, and Erudite, the smart people. Super smart. And when you're 16, you have to take this simulation test where they say you should be in this faction, but you don't have to be exactly in that faction. You can choose. So then the next day you have to go to a choosing ceremony, and then that's what you choose, which faction you are. But here's the catch: when you choose the one faction, you have to, if you stay in your faction, you still stay with your family. But if you ditch and go to another faction, you can't be with your family. They pretty much disown you, unless they are kind enough to still visit you. But that doesn't happen a lot. They usually just say they disown you. Pretty much, they don't like you anymore. It's pretty sad. So, if you haven't read this book, please go away, because I don't want to spoil you. I hate spoiling. And come back when you read it, and bye! This book this has to be my favorite book so far. One of them. So when Beatrice chose Dauntless, I wasn't really surprised because the cover was fire and the Dauntless symbol is fire. That didn't really give away. But it's still sad. I mean, her dad kind of just... I don't know if he was pissed, but he was. The mom was just very happy. I mean, obviously because she was from Dauntless too, but no, we didn't know that until then. And then Caleb choosing Erudite. I knew that he wasn't going to stay in Abnegation because you can kind of tell from the hints, but I didn't think that he'd choose the one faction that the Abnegation hates. It's just bad. And when the tests that they get, so when you choose Dauntless, that you have to take 3 tests to actually be in Dauntless. They're pretty obviously life-threatening because they have to be brave and all that stuff. So to get there, they jump on a train because that's how the Dauntless get around. And the train is still moving, obviously, so you have to run and catch on it. And then you have to jump off the train to get off it. Oh my god, that seems so exciting and scary. I'm not sure I'd be able to do it, but I guess I could, maybe. And then jumping off that building into the net. I mean, I probably would, because they wouldn't make us jump off a building that would probably kill us. You know? So as long as you have to make sure you hit the target and not the cement around it. But it still seems to hurt. Hitting a net, it still probably hurts. And then I like how you get to choose a name, like a different name. Beatrice, Triss, changing Triss. I like Triss. I didn't really like the name Beatrice. It's not very pretty to me, but I like Triss. And then 4. The names that these authors come up with for characters, 4, but you can honestly tell that at the moment for Triss, they're gonna be together forever, happily ever after. But obviously there's some drama before all that. Eric. Oh, I want to kill him. He pisses me off to no end. Dangling Christina on that edge, that is just... She gave up because she didn't want to be kicked out. I mean, knocked out. Who wouldn't? Oh, he pissed. And I like how, Al. I actually liked Al. But, what he did, just because he was just jealous. They're all very jealous in here. What happened to the kid Will? I think it was Will, right? Who, with his eye, and I think it was, who else with, I think it was a sister or girlfriend who went with him. But anyway, you just, it's not good. And I hate how they're just so brutal. You go ahead, you can fight all you want. We're not going to do anything about it. I don't see any adults here, except for like the tattoo artist. But until then, do you hear about any old people? Do they live that long? Trish kind of asks that, but no one really answers her either, because it's, where do all the old people go? Where's the houses? To me, it just seemed like it was just a one big area, even though I know there was houses and other stuff around there, but I wonder if that's just the big main hangout place. But it's just, I really did love this book. And then with 4 calling her Triss pathetic. A pathetic stiff, I think it was, yeah. When she couldn't fight. I know that he's just acting, but calling her pathetic, come on, 4, really? You don't. And then he says, I forget that you can still be hurt. She's still a human. We have feelings. If you can get hurt, then she can get hurt too. Come on, 4. You could have done it better. But she is tough as nails, Triss. She's tough. I probably would not have been able to survive. I would have been just gone crazy. Completely crazy. More crazy, actually. And then Will dying. Will, her mom, dad. That's just, that, I was crying when her mom died. When she came to save her and she was all badass with her weapons and shooting people, that was awesome. I really did like that. But I figured that when she said go run, I'll hold him off, that she'd die, but it's still sad. I still had that hope that she'd still live, and then that they could be together and like Dauntless or something. I don't know. I just really sad when she died. And then Dad. I guess the dad did the same thing, but he didn't have a big role. Even though the mom didn't either, but you could just tell the author did a really good job at making a seem like you just loved the mom right away. The dad was kind of distant. He wasn't that big of a character, honestly. But yeah. And then what happened to the serum where you can take over the person? That's just crossing a line, if you ask me, because Erudite and Dauntless, those two together would be just full out army, pretty much. And just taking over is just, I can't imagine being possessed. I guess that isn't really what it is, but I wonder if the people who were down in the serum or whatever could still see and hear and all that stuff, but they couldn't do anything about that. That'd be so horrible, just going around killing people, and I wouldn't be able to handle that. But I guess it's good to be Dauntless. Divergent. I get why they're scared of it. I mean, because they're different. But I guess I'm pretty sure they explain more in book 2 Insurgent. But being able to just not have any simulations, I think that's what affect you, that has nothing to do with being dangerous. What is wrong with that? There's Divergent. But the fact that 4 and her, Triss, are Divergent, it's kind of a coincidence. Yes, me and they're both. I wonder why both more Divergent people come from Abnegation, because I think it's because that they're selfless. They don't really care, and they're just a mix of everything, because you have to be brave to be. No, you can't. Can you imagine just not caring not caring about yourself in a way that you just can't? And then you really are smart, but probably not smart as Erudite, but really being abnegation is probably a mix of probably erudite, and dauntless together and all those. Because you need all those things, not just be selfless. It's a hard thing, if you ask me. Yeah. But my favorite part was when they were in the playing Capture the Flag, and Triss and Four were climbing the Ferris wheel, and at the end when she fell and she's almost getting hit by cars, and she's talking to Four, and she's like, why didn't you just turn on the Ferris wheel before so we could grab it? And he was like, well, I didn't know, and just good going for it. It was just a test. Nice. So yeah, that is all I'm going to say about the Divergent by Veronica Roth, and if you have read it and you liked it, please tell me in the comments below. If you read the second one, I haven't read it yet, so please don't give anything away. So please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you, the person, my cousin Erin, who I'm sharing a channel with, she did her video, she's doing her videos every Tuesday, and she put hers up, obviously, Tuesday. So go check hers out, and see you next week. Bye!